Fellow riders will know exactly what I mean when I say the words hooligan tour. You know those kind of bikes, the ones that bring out the little devil in you as a rider. The Japanese race tracks are a perfect example, like this RVF from Honda. The Japanese manufacturer did a superb job of emulating the RVF 750 superbike, which was ridden by many of the greats, including our very own Carl Fogarty. Even looking at this bike, all you want to do is jump on, tuck yourself behind that bubble, rev the nuts off it and just go ballistic. And when you do get on it, you immediately conjure up images of winners' laurels, checkered flags and start-finish straights. These bikes are mental.
The V4 motor isn't really happy until it's screaming above 7,000 RPM and desperately pleads for more. It's only when you hit that red line and bouncing off the limiter that the bike's finally satisfied. Maximum power may only be around 55 brake horse, and top speed may not be your best friend, topping out around 135 miles per hour. But you can hustle this little RVF through corners with maximum precision, carrying huge amounts of momentum. Then there's the chassis. It's stiff and working with full-on racing suspension. You are faced with a tight little package that's hideous over uneven surfaces, but simply superb at going quite fast. It can be both a dream and a total pain. When you feel like you want to take it easy, the little RVF is simply the wrong bike to be on. But then if you're feeling fruity, there probably isn't a better machine to take out your frustrations on. Brakes on the little RVF are powerful enough, although a fast rider may demand more. As a female, I did find I had to apply a fair amount of pressure on the lever to hold the bike to a standstill from high speeds. This bike is destined for the home of a sports bike rider and isn't solely intended for a commuter. After a while, this seat will become hard and uncomfortable, and it's a bit of a stretch to the handlebars and will place a bit of pressure on your wrists. But we want to know how this machine squares up on the bike file scores on the doors. Let's take a look. As for performance, the bike's right up there and scores a whopping 9 out of 10. It's hard to find a bargain machine that could bring more miles per mile for the enthusiastic sports rider. And in the comfort department, the bike scores 6. Let's face it, the bike ain't made for comfort. Its aggressive riding position means it will appeal to a smaller minority. But we must remember the bike is, after all, a balled-out sportster. Looking at the build of the RVF, it scores 8 out of 10. It's been around for a few years now and has certainly stood the test of time. A surprisingly large amount of bikes available today are still in superb shape. And as for street cred, the bike clocks up yet another 8 out of 10. This bike is all about grin factor. It doesn't matter how old you are or what kind of machinery you're into, the RVF is cool, no question. And as for value for money, the bike rocks up yet another 8. RVFs only ever came into the UK as grey imports. That means they were never officially imported by Honda. You can find a later model available for around 4 to 5 grand. Rather good value for such a high quality pocket rocket.